So my roommate isn't around right now, and I haven't vlogged in weeks, I know. So I figured I'm gonna go and vlog. Yeah. Anyway, let me start off with why I love Thursdays, because today is a Thursday. I love Thursdays because Thursday mornings I get to call up my fiance and wake her up, and we get to talk for a couple hours before either she has to go to work or I have classes. So I love it, because then this morning I got to wake up and talk to her for a couple hours, and it kind of made my day a little bit easier to go through, because we don't get to talk a lot during the day usually, you know, like maybe for an hour in the afternoon, and then maybe, you know, for 15 minutes at a whack, you know, a couple times throughout the night, and then, you know, sometimes we have to skip our dinner breaks, which are an hour long, so sometimes we really don't get to talk. So that's why I really love Thursdays. I'm actually kind of in a mood right now. I've been noticing I have like roadblocks with my biology class and my political science class. My biology class, I realize that I'm just not soaking in all the information. I really need to get like hardcore reviewing the notes. I really need to start doing that, so that way I can actually like review the information and repeat it over and over again, so hopefully it sinks in. And as for my political science class, I just feel like there's a bunch of people sitting there ranting. It really bugs me. I feel like I'm not learning anything anymore. Yes, it's a discussion-based class, but I just feel like it isn't going anywhere. Other things to talk about. I made a list because my mind's just been so crazy lately, and I really want to I really wanted to make it a point to vlog. I'm so out of it, I can't even speak right now. Ugh. Anyway, so let's start with not so negative, happy things, and then we'll move on to happy things, so that way I can hopefully make myself feel better and end on a good note. So, homework load lately has been ridiculous. I have to read anywhere from maybe 4 to, I don't know, 7 chapters. I'm just throwing out numbers there. There's chapters that I don't even read on top of those 3 to 7 chapters. It's more like 3 to 6. But really, like, I don't do my reading for culture and anthropology. I don't do my reading for biology, because my reading for American history and American literature in and of themselves are so much. And then here and there I'll squeeze in my political science chapters, which are really short. They're like maybe 15 pages max. Hopefully it stays that way. I also have a couple papers right now that I have to start doing work on, and I have, you know, like my lab assessments for my biology class, and my workload's just like really starting to stress me out. I mean, my time management skills are like bam, 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 bam. I have to be on top of things, which I understand, you know, it's part of being an adult and part of being responsible, but I need time for myself too, and I really need time to just like hang out and go and do fun things, which brings me to another thing that was on my list. Is I have new friends this semester, mostly female, with the exception of Matt, who's an RA. I mean, he's pretty cool, and I've just been talking to him a little bit more lately. And there's a couple guys here and there that I talk to, but mainly females, and they're freshmen. And are you ready for this? All their names end with "a." There is Katrina, Hannah, Nina, Michaela, Julia, and then there's Jess, who I just started talking to more recently, like last week and this week. But it helps out a lot to have people that I can just, you know, swing by their rooms because they live in the same dorm building as me, and just be like, hey, what's up? And, you know, like not have to think about things for a couple hours and just chill out and do whatever goofy random things we do. And if I left someone out there, I'm sorry. I'm just totally like scatterbrained, like I said. So other things that kind of been bugging me, just basically my roommate. I can't go into too much detail because I agreed not to talk about it with other people. We've been clashing a lot, and it makes things that much stressful when you live with somebody and you have to see that person, to know that like you don't get along with them, that things aren't working out, just kind of gets a little crazy. But we're not going to talk too much about that. But in order to help me out with these things, I started seeing a counselor last week, and then we had our second meeting just yesterday, and that helps out a lot, just to have someone to vent to. Although I don't like her as much as my therapist that I had in high school. She's just, you know, doesn't get me, I think, as much as my therapist did. But I don't know, you know, we're still just starting out, and I'm still, you know, kind of getting to know her. She's still getting to know me, so we'll see where that goes. Other things to talk about. I am doing Biggest Loser. That's on there. It's a cap. I can't speak today. Take a deep breath for a moment there. Okay, now I'll talk, because I really don't want to edit this. It's a competition that's going on campus. Students, faculty members, and members from the community within the town that I go to school at are participating. I lost 6 pounds the first week, but then this past week I lost 0. So it's yesterday I hit up the gym, which is a new thing for me. I never really go to the gym, but I'm really going to try and make it a conscious effort to go at least 3 times a week, at least. Like yesterday I just did the treadmill and the elliptical trainer, which were hard for me, and you know, like I understand that it's going to take a lot of work and effort for me to really start reaching, you know, being able to do higher levels on the elliptical trainer, being able to run faster on the treadmill. I just basically power walked on the treadmill because I started like kind of getting out of breath, and kind of just my body started aching, and I couldn't really do as well as I would like to. So I guess that's kind of some personal goals I'm setting for myself, is to be able to do higher levels on the elliptical trainer and be able to actually run on the treadmill for more than like 30 seconds. Yeah, I'm really out of shape, in case, you know, you can't tell. But anyway, what helps out a lot though is my fiance. She's been my rock lately, even though we've barely been able to talk, or at least it feels like that. But she's doing the dieting, although we don't call it a diet, but she's changing her eating habits too. She's cutting out junk food and sugary drinks and stuff like that, and she's really trying to make a conscious effort to do this along with me, which makes me feel really great, because I feel like I'm not in it alone. I don't feel, you know, like I don't have a support system, so it's nice. And also, speaking about my fiance, she comes in 11 days. She, like, you know, arrives in Massachusetts in 11 days, and then she moves in with my parents, who she's renting a room from, which is also my room, so it's kind of funny that she has to pay rent, but such is life, and she, you know, the bills are going to obviously go up with her living there, so it makes sense. But I'm just so excited just to be able to snuggle with her and hold hands with her and just hug her, and, you know, be able to listen to music together, watch movies together, go for walks, go on dates, you know, just be able to be with her, because since she proposed, I haven't seen her because she had to go back to California, and it's really hard. So I'm just really looking forward to that. And I guess that's it. I kind of moved through those things really quickly. I don't know how much time I spent on this camera, so I guess I should wrap things up with my vlog. I hope whoever's watching this is doing well. Things have been really hectic lately, and I'm trying to make an effort of doing video blogs more often. So stay tuned. I'm sorry if they're not that entertaining. I'm just so busy and stressed out with things. Maybe right after this I'll probably make a vlog about a story about an adventure I went on with some friends of mine. So maybe not, I don't know. Actually, probably not. I know I sound boring. I'm just tired right now, and now I'm rambling, so I'm gonna really go. Okay. This is horrible. Much love.